Okay, so for these last three questions, we're going to kind of use the same methodology. So we can see for this letter C here, there's no value that's solved for y, so I'm going to solve for y myself. I'm going to do that by isolating one of these for y. I'm going to start with the first one. To get y by itself in the first equation here, I'm just going to add x on both sides. If I add x on both sides, that cancels the negative x, and I get y is equal to x plus 3. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I see that this is y here. Y is equal to x plus 3, so let's solve this. Instead of saying 3x plus y, I'm going to say 3x plus parentheses equals negative 1. In the parentheses, I'm going to substitute in x plus 3. Now, we don't really need the parentheses in this instance because we're not using distributive property, but it is a good practice to keep on using in case we have to use distributive. In this case, we don't. So 3x plus x is 4x. I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides, and so we get 4x is equal to negative 4. Divide by 4, and we get x is equal to negative 1. Now, we're not finished here. Solutions to systems are ordered pairs, and so I need to find out what y is. To do that, I'm going to plug in negative 1 for y in the y equation. So I'm going to say y is equal to, instead of saying x plus 3, I'm going to say negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. So y has got to be equal to 2, x is equal to 1. All right, let's move on to the next equation. All right, so this one's solving real-life problems. It says a drama club earns $1,040 from a production. A total of 64 adult tickets and 132 student tickets are sold. All right, so what I like to do is establish two variables. We have adult tickets and we have student tickets. For the sake of using our calculators, I'm going to say the first variable I see is x, and the second variable I see will be y. You could switch this order. You can make one y and one x. Doesn't matter too much. Just pick x and y so that when we plug into the calculator, it's going to help us, not hurt us. It says that adult tickets, so once again, remember adult tickets we just defined to be x, cost twice as much as student tickets, which we call y. So what I want to do is I want to come up with two equations, write a linear system of equations that represents a situation to find out the price of each ticket. Okay, well, I'm going to say that x equals the number of adult tickets sold. So the number of adult tickets sold. And then y is going to equal the number of student tickets sold. Okay, just so we are kind of clear on that. All right, so let's go ahead and figure this out. All right, I know that there are a total of 64 adult tickets. So I'm going to write 64 times x, 64 times the number of adult tickets. From there, I see a little issue here. Sorry, the price, not the number. My bad. We're going to say x is the price because that's what we're looking for. It says what's the price. So we'll say x is the price, my bad, of adult tickets sold. And we'll also change that for students. Okay, so that's going to be the price. Okay, all right, so we're going to keep on going with this. All right, so we see 64 times the price of adult tickets is 64x, and 132 times y, which is the price of student tickets. If I sell 64 tickets at some price for adults plus 32 tickets at some price for students, they say the total amount that they earned is $1,040. Okay, so that's one equation. The second equation comes from the second sentence here. It says, adult tickets cost twice as much as student tickets. Okay, so let's write that. Adult tickets are X, and it says that they cost twice as much as student tickets. So I'm going to say X equals 2 times the amount of student tickets, which is y. From here, we're just going to solve using substitution. X is already solved for, so I'm going to plug in 2y for x. I'm going to plug in 2y for x. So what I'm going to write here is, instead of saying 64x, I'm going to say 64 times 2y. I'm going to substitute in what x is. 64 plus 2y plus 132y equals 1,040. From there, I'm going to multiply out. So I'm going to get 128y plus 132y equals 1,040. Add them together and you'll get 260y equals 1,040. And then divide everything by 260. So you should get that y is going to be equal to 4. So what this is saying is that we just found y, which is the price of student tickets. So we know that it costs $4 for student tickets. We need to figure out how much it costs for adult tickets at this point. Well, it already says that it says adult tickets cost twice as much as student tickets, so I'm going to plug in 4 for y here. So x is equal to 2 times 4, which is 8, which means it costs a total of $8 for adult tickets. And that is the answer here. Okay, let's move on to one more question. Last one, it says there are a total of 64 students in a drama club and a yearbook club. Okay, so we see two different aspects. There's drama club and yearbook club. I'm going to say drama club is X and yearbook club is Y. So once again, drama club is X, yearbook club is Y. All right, it says there's a total of 64 students in the drama club and yearbook club. The drama club has 10 more students than the yearbook club. Write a system of linear equations to represent the situation. How many students are in each club? All right, well, let's go ahead and define our variables. We're going to say X equals the number of students in drama club. And we're going to say that Y represents the number of students in yearbook. So the number of students in yearbook club. Okay, so let's get going. I know that if I add the number of students in drama club plus the number of students in yearbook club, I should get a total of 64. So we can say that X plus Y equals 64. I also know that the drama club, which is X, has, that sounds like is, 10 more students in the yearbook club. So we'll say 10 plus the yearbook club, which is Y. So we have two equations here. Let's use substitution to solve. X is already solved for, and it's 10 plus Y. So I'm going to replace X with 10 plus Y. So instead of saying X plus Y, I'm going to say parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I'm going to have 10 plus Y. Outside, we're going to say plus Y equals 64. Okay, so in this case, we don't need to use distributive properties, so we don't really need the parentheses quite as much. So let's go ahead and simplify. Y plus Y is 2Y, so we have 10 plus 2Y equals 64. We can subtract 10 on both sides, and we get 2Y is equal to 54. Divide by 2 on both sides, and you should get Y is equal to 27. So that means that there are 27 students in the yearbook. So what we want to do is find out how many students are in drama. Well, we know that there are 10 more students in drama than there are in yearbook, or we could plug into this equation here. So 10 plus 27, so X is going to equal 10 plus 27 instead of Y, which is going to give us 37. So there are 37 students in drama club. And that is the solution to the system of equations. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I'd love to get back to you. Thanks and have an awesome day.